Hey, what's going up, bull runners? Welcome back to the channel. Today, dive into the secrets of the blockchain with me as we unravel the mysteries behind some of the most talked about developments in the crypto world. Are you ready to unlock the truth behind the headlines? Let's go on this journey together. We're witnessing a storm brewing in the crypto skies. First, there's the swirling controversy around XRP. Is it really centrally controlled security? John Deaton of Voice Mini Trust steps in to dispel the fog around the issue, arguing with passion and evidence against this label. Then there's the candid critique from the Libra founder on meme coin critics, suggesting that their complaints stem from being out of the loop on insider deals. And don't miss the massive $2 billion Solana unlock on the horizon. Should you hold, short, or sell? Here's where we cleared the clouds. Understanding these dynamics can safeguard your investments and position you in the forefront of market movements. Time is not on our side here, my friends. These developments are happening now, and the market waits for no one. Every moment you delay means missing out on critical insights that could shape your crypto strategy. Whether it's deciding your fate of your Solana holdings or understanding the broader implications of XRP, the clock is ticking. Let's decode these events before they dictate your portfolio's future. And make sure you stick with me till the end of this video. You'll get an exclusive sneak peek at our crypto community platform, Altcoin Pro. This is your golden ticket to a community where knowledge is power, and together we navigate the volatile seas of cryptocurrency. Don't miss out on this opportunity to be part of something groundbreaking. So if you're like most people, you don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day in the crypto news like we do here on this channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you're feeling bullish about this current bull run, let me know by commenting 777 down below. We will also be jumping over here to X to check out what is breaking in the crypto world, financial world right now. We'll also jump into the charts and take a look at XRP with the support and resistance levels that are going to be coming into play. We'll also look at our short-term, long-term momentum indicators. And we'll be diving deep into the headlines. XRP, a centrally controlled security. John Deaton disagrees. Libra founder, meme coin critics only bitch when they're left out of insider deals. The freaking balls on this guy. And something you really need to pay attention to if you're holding Solana, 2 billion Solana will be unlocked. Is it time to hold, short, or sell your soul? But first, let's head over to CoinMarketCap and check out the overall health of the crypto market today. Total market cap for the entire crypto market right now is $3.2 trillion. It is down 0.63%. Since the dip in the market to the first time under $3 trillion in quite some time, it went to 2.99 trillion, barely, but it has recovered up and then been consolidating sideways ever since. Fear and Greed Index currently coming in at 38. Altcoin Season Index sitting at 39. Altcoin Season Index has been on a steady decline since January 30th, 2025. It has started to recover a little bit, but it has not broken back above the 50 level since the end of January. Top 5 trending coins according to CoinMarketCap is RAI at $2.60, number 1, Bitcoin number 2, Ethereum number 3, Solana coming in at number 4, and XRP at number 5. Top 5 coins by market cap. We got Bitcoin just under $2 trillion, Ethereum coming in at $333 billion, XRP at $155 billion, Tether 142, BNB at 95. And interesting, BNB and Solana were battling it out the last couple of days as by total market cap here. BNB now is taking a pretty significant lead, almost a $10 billion lead. Over the last 10 days, it's been up significantly compared to Solana. And breaking crypto news, but I did want to also incorporate some gold news because this has been becoming the most popular talked about thing out there in the financial markets right now. Breaking, the Reserve Bank of Australia confirms fake gold bars at the Bank of England. Audit Fort Knox. That has been the main call, is probably trending on X, but we got this, or just buy Bitcoin is the opposite solution, right? So a lot of people are talking about Fort Knox needs to be audited. A lot of the gold may be fake. We also know that our gold, our treasury, currently values our gold at $42 per ounce instead of the real value right now. It's over $2,900 per ounce. So there's going to be a weird, crazy reckoning coming in gold. So pay very close attention to this. But from this back in 2021, the existence of fake gold bars has been detected in the past, but the presence of duplicate refiners' serial numbers. So this is just becoming a really, really hot topic all over X, all over regular news. So pay attention to gold and see what happens with that. Also breaking, coming out tomorrow, $16 billion FTX repayments will start So that means people will start to get more liquidity that they can use to pump into the actual crypto markets. And as Ash Crypto says here, this can start alt season. Now, what's interesting is alt season in reality should have already started, but unfortunately, Solana and the meme coin craze over there has prevented traditional altcoin season, the actual utility token altcoin season from starting. But with this crazy scenario going on over in Argentina, and we're going to talk about this article, the person who is the personal advisor to Milei, the president of Argentina, launched the coin for that was then tweeted out by Milei as a promotion essentially, but then got rug pulled. This whole drama is starting to uncover a lot of stuff that we'll get into. Hey, bull runners, are you feeling FOMO about this bull run without the right financial support? We're here to change that. We're not just about funding, we're about growing your business together. Whether you're investing in crypto, kicking off a new startup, managing your existing business, or looking to expand, we have personalized funding that meets your exact needs. Imagine starting your business or getting capital to invest $100,000 to $250,000 at 0% interest. That's not a dream, it's what we do. We've helped countless entrepreneurs like you with 0% interest funding without needing personal funds, income verification, or collateral. With just a 680 credit score, you qualify. We understand that your business can't wait, so take advantage of our quick funding approach. We look beyond the credit score with inclusive approval process that sees the big picture of your business or investment potential. Our flexible repayments are tailored to match your business cycles, ensuring you can manage repayments without strain. With access to our extensive lending network of over 5,000 options, we're committed to finding the perfect match for your business or investing needs. Plus, you'll have our dedicated team by your side, guiding you through every step of the funding journey. Whether it's buying crypto, hiring new employees, or launching a new product, we're committed to your success. Click the link to connect with our expert advisors and secure your business's future now. And unpopular opinion here, but I've been personally calling it out and talking about it for quite some time. We have Trump, we have corporations, we have major players loading up on tons of Ethereum. Obviously, the price wasn't doing anything for so long, continued to fall. But check this out. Whales are buying insane amounts of Ethereum. They know something about altcoin season. So what's interesting, what if the scenario with Solana, people getting disheartened because of the fact that every time you go to buy a meme coin on Solana, it goes up and then it goes to zero. And essentially everything is just a gamble over there. And then real altcoin season will be held on the Ethereum blockchain. What if this is a wake-up call, a slap in the face to real traders to stop playing gamble coins and get into real-world utility coins? So as we can see here on this line, this is people with a balance of 10,000 to 100,000 Ethereum, and it bottomed right here, which is January 2024, and they've been buying it up ever since. But tons and tons of people holding 10,000 or 100,000 in between there has really started to take off to the upside. Now, obviously, we can see prices just continue to trade sideways. So what's going to happen when there is a supply shock? Because people are buying supply. Are they doing OTC deals just like they're doing Bitcoin? Yes, of course. But once there runs out of Ethereum behind the scenes, smoky backroom deals happening, and then the markets have to start hitting exchanges, boom, price to the moon. And as we continue to track, more and more states in the United States are wanting to adopt Bitcoin. Texas Senate to hold public hearing on February 18th to discuss the creation of a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And this was an interesting post. Going back to the Milei thing, the Argentina coin, observations, Gigi has not live streamed in days. She's a very popular streamer and also crypto influencer. Banks is crashing out. The guy's losing his mind, very upset about what happened. Orangey has not posted in 13 hours. Frank has not posted in 23 hours. Thread Guy has not posted in 32 hours. Champ has not posted in 52 hours. Hayden Davis, who we'll talk about, CEO of Kelser Ventures, who launched the Argentina coin Libra, interviews with CoffeeZilla, and he's defending insider trading and creating artificial demand by sniping supply of the token. If you have not seen that, you can also head over to CoffeeZilla channel that is on YouTube as well and watch this interview. He straight up starts admitting what happened, and it's total insider trading, which is a huge problem. Javier Milei, president of Argentina, has been charged with fraud, and Congress calls for impeachment for promoting a crypto coin that crashed over 90% from all-time highs, over $4 billion market cap. Crypto's in a state of shock and disarray. That's what I'm talking about, this Ethereum. the switch from Solana. People are pissed off at the Solana blockchain, maybe starting to migrate over to Ethereum. This is just the beginning of the fallout. The irony, crypto is it's all on chain and there's nowhere to hide. So everyone sees all the transactions that happen. And then in the comments section, this one says, well, one correction Frank posted 2 hours ago. I was honestly trying to be sarcastic and it really backfired. I saw in multiple chats over the last week that there was going to be an official Argentina coin. That's the extent of my insider knowledge. I genuinely did not get insider on the launch, nor did anyone I personally know. Bruh, leave the country while you can and delete your Twitter because your time as a free man is limited. Like, this is a really big deal here, guys. And another win for us. We got just in. Elon Musk Doge announces audit into the Securities and Exchange Commission. So after all the trouble and suffering we've gone through as XRP Army, they're going to get a little dose of their own medicine. They're going to be searching for fraud, abuse, and waste inside of the SEC. Also interesting that was discovered, the Melania coin and Libra token was sniped by the team and sold for millions. This was just confirmed in CoffeeZilla's interview. And the guy also confirmed that these meme coin launches are sniped by the teams that created the coin. Finally, you guys can all see that it's effing rigged, man. All these stories about some guy put $1,000 and made $5 million from a meme is a complete BS, and all of it is insiders. Now, stop effing putting your life savings into memes, man. There is no way to win this game. Buy utility tokens and hold. So absolute mayhem happening over on X today when it comes to the crypto markets. So before we get over into the security issue for XRP, let's go ahead and talk about what is happening with this Libra situation. So Libra founder Hayden Davis claims meme coin critics are just upset that they missed the insider deals. Now, what this means is that there's special telegrams, there's special discords where people are chatting it up. They're talking about a coin that was whispered that's going to be launched, and it's spread throughout all of these KOLs or key opinion leaders, and those key opinion leaders are given a allocation of the tokens. The coin gets launched. They all get out there and start, oh my gosh, I just found the new super secret coin, right? They all act like they just found this amazing coin, even though they knew that it was coming out and they knew in advance. Then they put it out on all of their social medias, everyone in all the entire groups. And then regular people see it and go, oh my gosh, they FOMO into it. And once that FOMO starts to happen, all of these people with all these insider tokens just dump on you. So in the CoffeeZilla interview, he says this straight up. This is a quote from him. All the bitching on social is from people that don't get into deals. You'll never hear them bitch if they're in the deal. But here's the deal. The real deal is when a coin launches, it should be a fair launch where if you do see it and you get in early, you should be able to be rewarded for being in early. And you should also not have to risk that the entire team that developed the token is going to sell every single token that they had at $0, sucking all of the liquidity out of the entire project, which means it will never recover to the upside. Pressed on the ethics of insider advantages in meme coin trading, Davis questioned what the alternative path would be that exists. He says, so what do you do then? You don't launch the project? How do you make money then? He asked, prompting CoffeeZilla to tilt his head in apparent disbelief, as you can see in this picture right here. He's like how a dog or something would look at you like, what are you talking about? The Libra token initially gained traction after receiving social media backing from the Argentine president, Javier Milei, whose now deleted post on X helped propel the token's cap to over $4 billion before it crashed. At least 8 insider wallets linked to the Libra team reportedly cashed out significant funds before the collapse. And people don't understand that the reason that it collapsed is that these 8 wallets, these insider wallets with tons and tons of supply, all sold at once, creating an absolute bank run on the coin, right? You start to see these heavy sell volume candles. And if you bought in, whether you're in profit or in loss, you're like, oh no, this is going to zero. And then everyone sells it. It's a race to the bottom. The fallout has turned into a political debacle for Milei, with some Argentine lawmakers calling for his impeachment. And on top of that, blockchain analytics firm Bubble Maps reported that the wallets that were linked to sniping the Melania token were also involved in the launch of the Libra token. The same wallet reportedly sniped Libra, generating $6 million in profit. So what these guys are doing is they're talking to people, they're showing that they're really good at launching a token and their success, it gets out there, and they're selling that to these people like the Melania team. They're selling it to Javier Milei, obviously. this founder guy, Hayden Davis, claims to be Millie's personal advisor when it comes to crypto. So the guy does have connections somehow, some way. He had enough connections to get involved with the Melania token as well, but that team also dumped the Melania coins. So in general, the whole main thing about this Libra coin and meme coins in general is it is an extreme risk. It is an absolute gamble. There is no long-term project behind it, right? I mean, the fact that like even with Trump and even with Melania, like they asked Trump about his meme coins, like, oh, cool, it made some money. I don't really care. Like, he's not even involved in the project, nor is the team behind that. It doesn't matter anymore, right? So when you're getting into a meme coin, you hope that there is a cult-like following behind it that will stay together forever. But as you've been a part of some of these meme coins out there, I mean, even Shiba Inu, right? Eventually, they all crumble apart. And I'm not just talking about going through cycles like bull market, bear market cycles. I'm talking about the founders of the coin, they disappear. They no longer even work on the project. Then it gets CTO'd, right? Or community takeover. But then the community is doing all this work. They didn't realize how hard it was. And they also stop promoting it. And then the people holding giant amounts of tokens start to sell and everyone sells and then it goes to zero and no one ever tries to revive the token. So meme coins are very exciting. It's an opportunity to win if you get lucky and you're inside, or if you have insider knowledge for somehow and you get into those. But the reality is these are not long-term hodl. You're not trying to, it's not like Bitcoin, for example, right? They talk about Bitcoin, you should be holding it forever. Well, meme coins, you're not going to buy a coin and hold it for 10 years like fart coin, right? Fart coin's cool, but you're not going to hold that for 10 years. Or you might be holding that for 10 years, but it might go to zero. You never know. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor, so none of this information is financial advice. Do not buy or sell because I talked about it on this channel. Do your own research. You're a big boy or girl. So let's talk about this centrally controlled security that is XRP, according to Jason Calacanis. So recently on an X post, Jason Calacanis is a really large podcaster. He's got a YouTube channel group and things of that nature. But in his post on X and his podcast, he warned treating XRP like Bitcoin could create instability, allowing startups and investment funds to dump large amounts of tokens on retail investors. So he's being an absolute hater of XRP, which he's already been known as a hater of XRP. And he even was put in his place by David Sachs on a video I've shown multiple times on the channel. But he says here, there will be chaos in the markets as a million startup funds and grifters start dumping 50% of their coins on retail while slowly selling the 50% that they own and control. So this is why it is important to understand tokenomics. And if you don't understand tokenomics or the basics of crypto, that is totally fine. You're going to want to head over to bullrunners.com, www.bullrunners.com. Join our Altcoin Pro University. Our classroom goes through all of this for you. We have over 100 curated classes, crypto foundations, building blocks on Web3, ironclad crypto strategy, all of these things here for you to learning, diving into DeFi, Web3 navigation, absolutely incredible stuff. But on top of that, we have consistent market updates. So if you're not a classroom person, which I highly recommend you to do, but you just wanted to get what's going on in the world of crypto, our analysts are giving out stuff nonstop over here in the back office. So you're going to want to check that out. And not only that, we also have calls on Monday, and then we also have a call on every Thursday. But moving on, Calacanis' remarks have gotten criticism, particularly from John Deaton, founder of Crypto Law. Deaton responded by sharing a document that argues XRP does not meet the legal definition of an investment contract under the Howey test, which is what the whole entire SEC regulation and lawsuit is against. According to John Deaton, the token is not a contract, transaction, or scheme which directly opposes the investor's argument, regulatory uncertainty, and implications. And this debate comes amid the ongoing regulatory uncertainty surrounding XRP. 2003, Ripple secured a victory when a U.S. court ruled that the token is not a security when traded on secondary markets. However, the SEC later appealed the ruling, maintaining that the company violated securities laws in the sales and to retail investors. The outcome of the lawsuits and potential regulatory changes under the Trump administration could significantly impact XRP's status. Bloomberg ETF analyst James Seifert has pointed out that the Commissioner Hester Pierce's crypto task force may reassess the classification by the end of 2025. Now, we all hope it's way before then, but it is coming. And attorney Jeremy Hogan has also weighed in the same sentiment, adding that XRP exchange traded funds, or the ETFs, is unlikely to be approved until regulators' lawsuit is resolved. Now, we do know that the ETFs just recently were recognized by the SEC, which is a big first step. But now we need the SEC clarity on the law. Then we can have an ETF go into motion. There has also been speculation about the coin's potential inclusion in the U.S. National Crypto Reserve. And of course, if you're not familiar, these rumors began circulating as Trump met with Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderati for dinner on January 6th. However, the case's result will likely determine whether XRP could be considered for such a role. So people still be hating on XRP. Come on now. Centrally controlled security. It is not a security, ladies and gentlemen. Also, major important news this week. If you're an owner of Solana, $2 billion Solana unlock is coming. It's time to hold, short, or sell. And what this means is they're putting more tokens out into the wild that people can buy. So more tokens on the market, which means it's diluting the value of your Solana, which means price could easily go down if buyers are not here to buy up these 11.2 million Solana tokens, which will unlock March 1st. Solana, which is the vastly popular layer 1 token, has attracted bad publicity due to the recent Libra meme coin. That's what I'm telling you. Libra thing is everywhere when it comes to Solana right now, which included the president of Argentina insider trading and over $4.3 billion wiped down in less than 24 hours. While rival communities were taking shots at Solana's recent woe, a massive Solana token unlock event has provided more fuel to the fire, which could potentially add to the selling pressure for the 6th largest cryptocurrency. Solana's token unlock schedule for 2025, while Solana has a current token inflation rate of 4.715% over the next 3 months, February, March, April, over 15 million Solana tokens worth over $7 billion will enter circulating supply. And here you can see their token unlock schedule. You can screenshot this if you like, if you're watching on your phone, but you want to go check this out. Keep track of this always if you're a Solana holder. But the next couple of months are pretty daunting, right? As we can see here, it's been a couple hundred thousand over the last couple of months. But right now, we're about to have 3.2 million unlocked. Then in March, 9.7 million unlocked. This is really brutal here, guys. 2 million in April, and then it'll go back down to the hundreds of thousands of dollars starting in July. The analyst said the majority of Solana was purchased from FTX auctions at $64 by Galaxy. Still a very healthy profit. By the time this SOL unlocks, another 1 billion of SOL will be produced via inflation and likely dumped as well. Is shorting a Solana an obvious trade? A clear directional bias for Solana is unclear at the moment, but futures traders were currently shorting Solana. Ritika, a crypto trader, pointed out that short sellers were aggressive over the past 24 hours, with aggregated open interest and funding rates undergoing a divergence. With the current open interest rate rising, funding rates becoming negative, the current short-long ratio is 4-to-1, according to an anonymous trader, Tyler. From a technical perspective, Solana's daily chart looks like it is priced in, at least a part of the upcoming unlock. The event has been public knowledge for a while, with many analysts discussing its potential effect, with prices dropping 30% the past month. Yet losing $180 support could exacerbate selling pressure and push prices down to order blocks between 168 and 155 formed in November of 2024. And we can see that being right here. This is the order block right here coming down the bottom of this level from where we're at now. If it breaks here, could dip into this level at essentially $1 or $155. And what they mean by priced in was the drop that has already occurred. Because remember, when the Trump coin launched, we had this massive pump to the upside, getting up to nearly $300. And then obviously over the couple of days after, then they launched Melania, then Melania dumped, Trump dumped, and then Solana dumped as well. All right, so using our 3-day spider lines charts here, which is, if you remember, we're using the 3-day candles, going from the drop that happened after the all-time high back in 2018 and then the drop. If you draw a line from those 3-day candles to the pivot point right in the middle, which was our high of April 2021, it actually draws lines out to you or for you in the future, which have come back to be actual price targets, supports and resistance into the future. So as we can see right now, if we take a look at our daily charts, we are currently running into a support level. It did dip down below there. We talked about this yesterday because this had rejected off of this resistance level. And this resistance level comes to us from January 31st, 2018. We talked about yesterday, if we had to move to the upside and break that to make it a support, then we can move up to this $3 level, which comes to us from February 2nd, 2018. As you can see, when we busted up to the top side and making that new all-time high of $3.40, it came down and used that as a support for several days before losing it and dropping all the way back down. Essentially, well, we had the crazy extreme dip that actually dipped right into our level here. But what is crazy is it came right back up that day, but then it did continue its drop, essentially coming back to our support level at the bottom of our symmetrical triangle that played out. So then it broke to the upside. It did actually play out the symmetrical triangle pattern. It went up to $3.40, which was the exact move. However, we have not played out the bull flag patterns, which are connected from the run up of November to where we're at now. And if we go from the breakout of this level and then it retested the level and it's kind of going to make the move again, we would be getting up to a target of $4.75 essentially. Now, one thing that we've been following though is these long-term and short-term momentums. So the wolf pack we're using as our long-term momentum, and it's been very, very spot on. The settings we're using is the fast length of the 10 and the slow length of the 30. And when it's breaking above the zero line here and turning green, it's in a bullish posture. As we can see historically, when this happened, we go back to November's breakout right here. Price was riding red for quite some time, broke above the zero line green, and we had our move to the upside, stayed green, came back during this drop right here, came back, nearly retested the zero line before making its move up. And then a divergence on the Wolfpack indicator happened, bearish divergence, and we have dropped all the way below the zero line. Now, we were starting to come up with some momentum yesterday, getting closer to the zero line. Unfortunately, we've started to reject our short-term momentum, which is our shaft trend cycle. Same settings, 10 and 30 for fast and slow. It's getting up to the 100 level. It could ride a peak for several days, as we've seen in the past. It rides a peak for several days, or it may come back and recycle. Unfortunately, if it starts to recycle back down to zero, and this is still in the red, we could have a pretty significant drop to the downside. That would indicate that we've lost bullish momentum. However, right now, weekly charts are still extremely bullish, and we've almost reset on our weekly charts to zero. So we've got what's very exciting on this higher time frame is when we reset to zero on the weekly chart, that's when this whole run went up from 55 cents to $2.86. So it's brutal to suffer through this reset on the weekly chart on the shaft trend cycle, but once it does reset and move back to the upside, there's a significant move that can happen, which is exciting. And when we take a look at our 3-day trend cycle, same scenario, right? So the 3-day chart is getting close to zero level down here, not quite there officially yet. Last time it reset at zero was here, and then it made its move up. And that reset was when we came to January 10th candle, 3-day candle, when we were sitting on this support level, $2.24, and that's when it ran up to $3.40. So it made a $1.10, $1.20 move right there. And that was during this run back up to the top of the short-term trend cycle, which we're ready for on 3-day now. We do have 1 day, 22 hours left on this 3-day candle. Positive news is we are holding at this support level on the daily chart. We do not want to break that. We also bounced off the 10 exponential moving average. So we can see our 10 exponential moving average is trying to go back to bullish posture. It needs to break above this 30 exponential moving average. You can see right here, last time it came down, it didn't even cross below the 30. This time it crossed below the 30 and the 50. So it's trying to make a recovery on the daily. As we look here on the 12-hour charts, our shaft trend cycle cycled up from down here at the bottom. Price was hovering on this support level right here at $2.38. It rode up this trend cycle the whole time. And we have also pushed above the zero line on the 12-hour. So over the next 24 to 48 hours, it is very important that this does not break back below, because then we could see a significant drop like we saw the potential on the daily charts. So we will know that by Wednesday, Thursday. We could even have a very earlier sign than X. We drop down to the 4-hour charts here and we look at this. We can see that it is coming closer to the zero line again. And here's a really good example for you, right? So price hit below the zero line, turned red. We got bearish. Even though we trade sideways, it came down bearish, tapped off of a support trend right here, ran back up, tried to get momentum, right? Got above the zero line for a little bit here. This is on the 4-hour charts, didn't quite make it. That's what I'm talking about. We need to see the surge above on those 12 hours and daily candles, not just a little weak test. But then it dropped pretty significant. Took several days to battle back up. We've crossed over the zero line. Now we're kind of doing a retest. So right here, we're still green. Our shaft trend cycle has turned to zero and it's about to head back to the upside. When it's green on the long-term momentum and then the shaft trend cycle, it gives you a lot more opportunity at volume to the upside. So to make it easy, what do we need to have happen? We need to see the 4-hour candles break above the 10 exponential moving average, getting above $2.70, run back up to 280, break through that level, which I think it can. Then I see us getting back to $3.
Hey, bull runners, check this out. If you want to learn how to find the next 10x, 50x, or even 100x altcoin in this video, listen to this. Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1 and it's currently still up over 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University through the link below. And although we make no guarantees because crypto is definitely risky, guys, this is only $97 a month or $970 a year. If you want to save $194, getting 2 months for free and unlock some exclusive bonuses through the link below. But I'm not going to talk all about that in this video because we have a lot to cover. Just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers, because we have a lot to cover with you over the next few minutes in this video to help you become the first millionaire in your family tree. If that's a goal of yours, our goal is to help 1,000 members set their portfolio up for life this month. And you can get started through the link in the description below right now, or you can go to bullrunners.com to take advantage of the bonuses we're giving you before they expire. We have about 200 members right now, and we literally just launched like less than 5 days ago at the time of making this video. Everyone is loving the community. They're loving the education. They're getting access to real-time altcoin picks first before we ever make videos about them. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside.